Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the week 8 of this wonderful tournament, VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy, season number 2, heading towards most crucial phase of this tournament, as most of the teams have completed their campaign, played 3 matches, and a few teams are completing their campaign today, once before they head off themselves towards the quarterfinal stage. So today's game are going to be the crucial factors for some teams. That starts from the first match itself, as it is going to be Hyatt Regency, and they are going to taking on AGS Health in the match number 1 of the day, August 31, a wonderful Saturday, breezy morning, overcast conditions. Kudos to the ground staff and pitch curators, they maintained the conditions really well despite of the overcast conditions. That's how it went so far. Whereas before looking up into the teams, this one is going to be the match number 43. In match number 43, 2 teams from 2 different approaches with AGS Healthcare and Hyatt Regency. One team have won all the battles and the other team is still looking for that first victory. So they could eventually be the party breaker. Speaking on to that, the toss update is here. As AGS have won the toss, they have decided to bat first. That's a toss from the center. AGS are going on with the strong decisions of batting first. They might be having their own approach, their own experience in the tournament. Played 2 games, won all the 2, and they're the table toppers. If they win this game, they could eventually book a ticket in the quarterfinal stage. Whereas for Hyatt Regency, this is going to be a do-or-die contest for them. In fact, before heading off to all the dramas, we're going to wait for a couple of minutes as the conditions were good. The ground is ready. The players were getting themselves ready. By 8:30 a.m. the first ball will be bowled. Stay tuned.
the broadcast. Just want to say, make sure the ad, everything is played on time. Just monitor the volume of the commentator because last time the
43, AGS Health taking on Hyatt Regency. In this fantastic week number 8 of this tournament, the VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2. Going to be crucial phase of the tournament where we're having a match for most of the teams that are going to complete their battle today and who are all going to make it for the quarterfinal stage. It's going to be the answerable day, and this is being overcast conditions. We spoke about the rain showers happened in the previous night that kind of impacted the venue, the pitch condition. So they worked on that really well. The ground staffs have did a splendid job to make sure that the matches were happening today. But with one particular rule for this match number 43, AGS Health and Hyatt Regency game will be an 8-over battle. And in this 8-over battle, we'll be having the first 2 overs as batting power play. And then between 3 and 7, there will be 1 over that would be taken as a batting power play. Mandatory choice of the batting side. They could choose any of those overs. If they fail to take any of those overs as batting power play, the 7th over will become automatic batting power play. And that's how the game's context have been changed. A bowler can bowl maximum of 2 overs. That rule continues to go with the same as I've expected. That's how it goes. Whereas for match number 44 and the rest of the games today will be played as of expected. But sure, the organizing committee will be updating that as of the requirements. And that's how match number 43 is going to begin. You could see the on-field umpires on position. The fielders of Hyatt Regency came into the ground. They're waiting for the batters to come onto the pitch for the action. That's how it went so far. Well, those are the updates today for this match number 43. Because of the overcast conditions, I hope so there won't be much of rain showers today. The sun is slightly fighting against the rainy clouds, but still there were hopes that the day won't be interrupted by rain. Anyway, let's hope for the best, as these games are going to be crucial. There are Friends 11 are playing a match today. AGNP Pratham, Innovative Strikers, Deccan Park Resorts, Black Dot Menswear taking on Friends 11 today. Madras Rockets taking on Amir Mahal. Another crucial game of the today's game. And match number 48 will be played by Naz Umrah Services, who are going to take on one of the dominant sides of the tournament, GSM Cricket. And for tomorrow's battle, you know who are going to play. Rising Dawn are taking on Fire International in pre-quarterfinal stage. ACP Builders were taking on Amir Mahal tomorrow. Grandiose Production are taking on RR Industries. And rest of the competitors will be confirmed with today's match results, as these teams from Group A and Group B have completed their campaigns. Group C have also completed the campaign. Whereas in Group D, all the teams have one more match to be played. With Black Dot Menswear, Friends 11, Hyatt Regency and AGS Health. And in Group E, GSM Cricket Time, AGNP Pratham and Naz Umrah Services have one match to be played for each. And in Group F, Innovative Strikers and Deccan Park Resorts have to face off each other to complete the group's stage. And Group G have already completed their campaign. That's how it went so far. Whereas in Group H, Amir Mahal one more match to be played and Madras Rocket one more match to be played. So they'll be taking on each other. A couple of moments as the batters were walking into the crease. The fielders were ready. The 8 overs game here. AGS Health taking on Hyatt Regency. Do you know the importance of batting first? As batting first have worked really well for them in the tournament. Right from the match number 1 they played, they have beaten Black Dot Menswear by difference of 7 runs. They posted 88 in the first innings in that game. Won the game eventually. in their match number 2-2, when you deeply look at the way how they performed, it's a fantastic victory for them. The numbers were too big compared to the first one, as they have beaten up Friends 11 by a difference of 65 runs. In that game, they have posted 111. I would have suggested AGS Health to bowl first in this game, as they batted first 2 times in the tournament. They know the strength and weakness of their side when they bat first, but they never know what happens when they bowl first. So they would have experimented this game. Anyway, they've gone with the successful ideas. They've gone with the right ideas. Maybe in the quarter-final stage or semi-final stage, in case if they push the ball first, they would face the pressure. Openers in, long on in position, mid off inside the circle. That is a sweeper cover in position. So in leg side, you'll be having a long on a deep or a cow corner a deep, as the fielder covering both the regions, and that is the sweeper cover fielder covering extra covers region too. The rest of the fielders were being placed within the 30-yard circle. No mid on and no long on. I will never advise this field positioning to any sides, as I'll see Hyatt Regency are taking a risk of not placing a long on or mid on in position in power play, as they're having a cow corner in position, and there is a fielder within the 30-yard circle who's also almost covering the cow corner, not the mid on region. So if you play the on drive with a straight bat, you could eventually get a boundary. That's what the field position says. Right into the first ball. Match number 43, week number 8 of this VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2. First ball is here. Swings and got the connection. That's the region we're speaking about. The gap that eventually gets them the boundary, the first boundary of the morning. And they are getting in the very first ball they played. This should be avoided. The voids must be kept in control. And we've been eventually speaking about that. There is this gap and the batter focused on that gap. Even AB is trying to bowl the fuller and delivery. Then you won't be having much of freedom to place your fielders wider. You have to be straighter too. Getting off the mark with that boundary, Vinod. Slight bit of change of pace. I would like to repeat the rules and regulations of this game. This is an 8 overs game. 2 overs will be mandatory power play, and among 3 to 7, any one of those overs can be taken as batting power play. It's up to the choice of batting side. They could tactically make such decisions. If they fail to take any of those overs as batting power play, then the 7th over of the game will become an automatic mandatory batting power play. That's how the rule goes. And each bowler can bowl a maximum of 2 overs. That rule will never change, even though if it is an 8 overs game. Swings and catches the call. Fielders chasing down the ball. That kind of fell out of control. I'd say that's almost into the control of the fielders. They would have tried a bit extra. That 1% effort would have brought in the change that they were looking for. Continues out to bowl. I still say there is a big void in the mid-on region. They're having hesitation to place the fielder in mid-on. There is the cow corner fielder, and there is a cow corner fielder inside the 30-yard circle. And how could you expect your bowler to restrict runs on the ball? How could you expect the batters not to score runs on the region if you have such gaps? Now there is a long on in position. This kind of adds a lot more space for the fielders to restrict these areas. Long on, cow corner, and cow corner fielders also standing inside 30-yard circle. So this brings a void in fine leg region, and there are big voids on the offside too. The more squarish you are, the more you could produce runs on the board. That's quite good. Controlled deliveries being bowled by AB, as he is choosing the right areas to bowl on. At this point of time, you shouldn't allow the batter to go into the back foot, as the point position kept empty. The square leg is empty, fine leg is empty. If they pull the ball, then it's going to be a real challenge. That's a huge shot. Look at the placement. This is one of the shot of the tournament in the VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2. As we've seen plenty of reverse sweeps and switch hitters being placed at the point and sweeper cover regions, but this one went into the third man region. Look at the placement. And eventually it went for maximum first sixer of the morning. That's all overs completed, 12 for overs.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers.
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இலிருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Ultra luxury.
Fantastic over that had been. Santosh showed us what is 10 overs cricket is all about. And this is something that must be adapted in 10 overs format, especially if it is a tennis ball cricket. Then you must go with such adaptations. The more innovative you are, the more successful you could be. That doesn't mean every batter must go innovative. It's up to the strength of the batters, but innovation opens a different gate. Big shot and that's the connection. No chance of going for extra runs on the board. Saves 2 runs for his side. Since it is the overcast conditions, there has been a bit of moisture in the surface, even though the pitch have been covered completely. Another big shot, another better connection. This time no chance for the fielder to stop that as it goes for the boundary. Using as straight as possible. But just take it the way how he plays the shot. The straight bat comes into play and no chance for the fielder. Just because of the overcast conditions, the fielders won't be given much space to go for long strides and chase the ball. You might slip down. It may take some time. But as of now, no signs of any hot conditions today. So the moisture won't get dried up as this time through the covers. A better place to score runs on the board. Beautiful placement that had been. As Vinod and Santosh are taking up the power play to the fullest. And this is what they were known for their 2 games played in the tournament. AGS Health. They'll win the toss or eventually they'll bat first anyway and they'll post decent total. That's the style of their approach so far in the tournament. Big shot gets the connection better. There's no man standing at the deep. And it travels over the boundary ropes. Goes for boundary. This is something we've been speaking about for a very long time. If you give enough space for the batters to go into the back foot, and this is what happens. Ebi was quite good with that ideology. Unfortunately, Santosh went on to be an out-of-contest cricketing shot. Other than that, Ebi was successful. Whereas Dhanush is not quite comfortable with his line and length. He's altering his line and length completely. This one looks out to be a good length. And one more to complete this over. That's a fantastic over so far. 14 runs coming off this over. One more to complete. Swings and get the connection. Catches the call as the fielder comes under the ball, but no chance for him to stop that as it went for maximum. Power play gets to the completion by that huge sixer. Beautiful stroke making. That brings us 20 runs coming off the over. Just take back a look at that shot as he waited for the ball to come onto the bat. Played it as late as possible, but the timing looks out to be slightly bit in control. And that eventually goes for 6. So 32 for no loss, AGS Health.
நம்ம கிரிக்கெட் தல கேப்டன் கூல் பிறந்தப்பவே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 இயர்ஸ் தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 இயர்ஸ். நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 இயர்ஸ் ஆஃப் இனோவேஷன். இந்தியாவோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஸ்ட்ரோநாட் ஸ்பேஸ்க்கு போறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 இயர்ஸ் தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 இயர்ஸ். நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 இயர்ஸ் ஆஃப் இனோவேஷன்.
That's a wonderful power play utilized by AGS Health. Especially the decision of going for big shots in the last ball of the over is quite impressive. The last ball of the first over went on for a huge sixer in an innovative way, and the last ball of the second over went on to be a sixer in a traditional way of T20 batting. Now the fielders will be expanded. These were the shots you could only see in a 10 overs format and a tennis ball cricket. 100% bottom hand domination, cross-batted shots. Not something that you could see in a regular day work of a professional cricketer. You'll be punished by your coach if you try such a kind of stroke makings. Big shot and gets the connection better, but still it's a maximum as the fielder couldn't save the ball. He was right in many instances, but this time he's almost on the boundary ropes. His batings are working really well for Vinod. 530 it is from him. The biggest strength of such opening combinations is two batters using that strength to the fullest. With Vinod having different style and Santosh is having his own uniqueness. And I'll say as a skipper, you must be very careful with Santosh, or else this will happen. These are not accepted at this level of cricket. Extra runs that comes out of overthrow. You're already out of control and you are leaving such trace of runs on the board. Not a good sign for any cricketing side. Hyatt Regency must work on their fielding standards. A big shot over the ball, is it? Just be a signal. I would like to call upon the sponsors, right from the title sponsor. It's VG and Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2. Successful season number 2 following the season number 1's huge success. 32 teams participating in this tournament, with the title being sponsored by VG and creating assets since 1942. It's interesting stroke making. And the other sponsors being the Nighthawk Energy Drink for the beverage partners, Drop Thought, Lance and Toyota, Nippon Paint, Asia's number 1 paint, 6-it for the ball providers, Carbon, SB Sports, 1x Bat, use promo code of Prince43 to get the welcome bonus from 1x Bat and Shinji Accessories. Play throughout the innings. Swings and gets the placement right. Drop Thought were also another sponsor. Thanks to all the sponsors for making it happen for such a wonderful tournament. That's a different approach from Vinod altogether. Vinod and Santosh were understanding each other really well. As one give balance to the other, especially with the way how Vinod have rotated the strike in different areas. That shows the importance of the batters looking forward to the long innings. It's eventually important for the batters to play the long innings. Another beautiful stroke making as no man standing at the deep, and that travels quicker. This outfield will support the batters as it goes over the boundary ropes. This is what happens when you just time the ball in Amir Mahal. The outfield does the job. Despite of the moisture, overcast conditions, still it went for boundary. Such a wonderful stroke making. Look at that. Even though it is a missed time, it eventually picks the gap and goes quicker. Innovative batting display here from Santosh. So two batters with two different style of approach. If I'm the skipper, I would place my short third man in a precise positioning for Santosh. That this man looks out to be dangerous. And wide Yorkers will be preferable options for such batters like Santosh. It's impossible to play reverse sweeps or switch hits against wide Yorkers unless or until you move yourself to the line of the ball. That brings 50 up here for the AGS Health without any wickets in just 22 deliveries. They brought in 50 plus runs. Such a wonderful batting display. 2 sixers from Vinod, 1 sixer from Santosh. And can we add one more to that? That's a good try from the fielder anyway. Beautiful stop that had been, as it's not going for a maximum. Such a wonderful effort from the fielder at long on. And the beauty of it is he was pretty relaxed with his choice. With one more to complete this over, KL Ari continues off the ball. 51 for now. As the batter Rita is hurt, as he's walking back to the pavilion. The new batter walks into the crease in at number 3 for AJ's Health. Looks out to be in good touch. I'm not sure this new combination, how it's going to work, or is it going to be a change of momentum for Hyatt Regency, but so far it's been a wonderful batting display from both the batters. So you could clearly see the performances. Vinod contributed his best along with Santosh. Now this brings us to the forced change of a new batter. Swings and didn't got the connection better. And some more gets off the mark with a single, as the placements looks out to be quite good. Overcast conditions were not much impacting the game, but still there is something to hope in terms of the boundary savings. You can't just slide as of a dry day in Chennai, as the moisture conditions are still in the outfield in some other areas. Raghu, the new batter, in at number 3, as Vinod went back to the pavilion for retired hurt. Such a wonderful innings from Vinod. We're expecting some half century from him, but unfortunately he walked back. Took his outside edge and goes into the gap. Chance for the second run. We're not heading back for the second run. And there is one more power play to be taken before the 7th over, or the 7th over will become the mandatory batting power play for the batting side. They can use this as a tactical move, and where they want the power play, against which bowler they want the power play, they can take according to that. That's high in the air, catches the call, and still it lands between the two fielders, and you can't back the fielding standards. This is a poor fielding standard from Hyatt Regency that should have been taken, and this is not the first time it's happening today's innings. Beautiful shot selection that had been. I really appreciate the way how Santosh bats today. He's using his bottom hand really well and having more of innovative strokes, more of T20 or T10 based stroke makings, unconventional style of batting, which will never help him in a test cricket format, but still in a modern day cricket formats like 10 overs or 20 overs, it's going to be a successful batting style. Single to end the over, that's 46 for no loss. $56 for no loss here, AGS Health. Halfway through the first innings, 56 for no loss. With 5 more overs to go, the past couple of overs were not favouring AG's health as Hyatt Regency came back stronger. They're controlling the batters from scoring runs on the board. Starts off with a wonderful delivery. KL Harry continues out the board. What matters a lot is the batting standards in middle overs are going to be the real challenge for any sides out there. These middle overs are going to be the challenging stuff for any team batting. You must structurize the innings. You must plan the innings, what needs to be done in the middle overs and how it's going to help them in the death overs. Those formulas must be implemented before taking up any decisions. If you fail to take such formulas, then it's going to be challenging stuff. That's what's happening here. As Raghu and Santosh have started rotating the strike each other. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Look at this left toe. The way how he played that shot, that's a bottom hand stroke making. I still say this is a wonderful performance from KL Harry. And most of the Hyatt Regency bowlers have bowled their second chance really well. The bottom hand dominated attempt from Santosh. Dot ball to end the over, that's 59 for no loss.
Hey Toyota, play my song.
The cool new Glanza. Go awesome.
Like electric and petrol. I'm a hybrid just like you, and it's high time we met. Introducing the Toyota Urban Cruiser Hyrider, the self-charging hybrid electric SUV.
Not out retired first. Okay, Santosh. So the new batsman is walking in.
Another time it's repeating here. As AGS Health are losing another batter, Santosh walks back to the pavilion. For the same reason, retired Hurt as both the openers gone back to the pavilion by retiring themselves out. And Veera, the new batter, seems like the team is trying to experiment certain things before going to the quarterfinal stage. Veera in at number 4, that's 59 for no loss. Fielder chasing down the ball as it travels and misfield goes for the boundary. Welcome boundary and he's getting off the mark. Off inside the circle. In fact, no batters are standing on the deep on the offside. They're having a point in position. They're having a short third man in position, extra covers and mid off. Only 4 fielders, and all the 4 were standing inside the 30-yard circle. I don't see this to be a right approach by any skipper, even though some of these deliveries are being stopped. If the batter tries to find the aerial route or picks the gap perfectly, then it's going to be the boundary. And the bails were flying off as that's wicket number 1. AGS Health have losing their first wicket, and Ebi gets a breakthrough. Hyatt Regency were bringing up their first Subhash, the new batter, straight away appeal of a dismissal. That's quite close delivery. This is an exceptional performance from Hyatt Regency, despite of what they've conceded in the power play. But there is one more over to be bowled as power play. That over might bring a different vibe altogether for AJ's health. But anyway, as of now, it's a wonderful performance. With one more to complete his spell, AB 1.5, 18 for 1. That goes into the gaps as the fielder chasing down the ball. That eventually goes for just a single to end the over. They're not going for second run. Surprising. He's getting off the mark with a single.
அல்ட்ரா லக்ஸுரி இன்டெலிஜென்ட் ஆன விஜிஎன் கென்சிங்டன் டவர்ஸ்
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இலிருந்து VGN-ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
அல்ட்ரா லக்ஸுரி இன்டெலிஜென்ட் ஆன விஜிஎன் கென்சிங்டன்
Luxurious homes கிண்டிலியா பாத்தீங்களா?
பார்க்கலாம் அப்ப வாங்க பாத்துறலாம். இயற்கைக்கு நெருக்கமான ஒரு ஃபாரஸ்ட் லவுஞ்ச், அமேசிங் சிட்டி வியூட ஒரு இன்ஃபினிட்டி பூல், ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஃபேமிலியோட பேட்மிண்டன், இது எல்லாமே இப்போ கிண்டில.
Ultra luxury intelligent homes in Kinti 213 BHK
66 for 1. Swings and misses out as it goes behind the stumps. Have been quite good under control. AGS health. They have to work on the run rate. Swings the bat and gets the connection better as it travels and reaches the boundary ropes. Welcome boundary here for AGS health after a very long time. And that's the breakthrough it would have gone through. Just look back at the way how the ball is being bowled. Beautiful stroke making through the covers. It was a kind of full and delivery inviting the batter to go through the covers. And that's taken for granted. Subhash looks out to be a busy cricketer. Straight away goes for the boundary in the very second ball he was facing. Not a better connection. And that's a drop opportunity. This is not appreciated at this level of cricket as the fielding standards must be improved for Hyatt Regency. They've dropped a plenty of catches. Gets the connection better and that's a huge sixer. Beautiful connection. This reminds me of Yusuf Pathan. Just dominating the bowler by walking a little bit forward and eventually you could get the connection better. Beautiful stroke making. 77 for 1 as of now with one more to complete the over. Now the decent connection over there as the fielder is chasing down the ball. But with just a single and heading back for the second run. There's just so much of reluctancy in terms of approaching field positionings and those throws and everything. 79 for 1 AJS.
நம்ம கிரிக்கெட் தல கேப்டன் கூல் பிறந்தப்பவே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 இயர்ஸ் தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 இயர்ஸ். நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 இயர்ஸ் ஆஃப் இனோவேஷன். இந்தியாவோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஸ்ட்ரோநாட் ஸ்பேஸ்க்கு போறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100.
Well, that brings us to the end of the first inning. 79 it is. 80 will be the target here for Hyatt Regency to win the game. Let's wait and watch what's going to happen in the second innings. Innings is here. 80 runs required to win the game will be a slightly challenging total, especially against a team like Aegis Health. Into the first ball and gets the punishment straight away, going for a big shot. Chinnu, the new batter, and he is in a commanding position. Look at the way how they started the innings. And that is a sixer from Chichu. The placement looks out to be too good. Just take back a look at the way how the shot is being played. Full covered and opened his body. A typical 10 overs batting display. If they continue out in the same fashion, we could be enjoying a wonderful 8 overs game. And as you could see behind VGN creating assets since 1942, they are the title sponsors of this Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2. Continues to bowl Rogi. Another big shot. This time will be just a single. The biggest strength of any side in a big match is the kind of confidence that they show. You can't just be into your back foot. You can't just be playing with the fear, even though if you're playing a strong side. What matters a lot is your confident and understanding of strength and weak zones of the particular side, as well as the side that you're playing. It's eventually important for both the sides to adapt to such a strong body language. And there were cricketers during the times of 10 to 15 years ago. They believed that rotating the strike and spending long time in the crease could eventually fetch you the victory that you're looking for in modern day cricket. That was right during the ODI World Cup 2011. But once in 2015, we've seen with the way how Brendan McCullum started the innings for New Zealand, and eventually they ended up in the finals of the tournament. So that kind of opened the gate for many sides, especially for England after 2016. They have adapted to such baseball effects, and all the other sides of the globe have adapted to quick batting displays from openers. Chris Gayle is one among those big names who have initiated such big things. We'll continue with that end of first over. That's 8 for no loss.
Luxurious homes Gindilia. Pathing.
அல்ட்ரா லக்ஸுரி இன்டெலிஜென்ட்டான விஜிஎன் கென்சிங்டன் டவர்ஸ்
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இலிருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 0
why the fielders have shouted catch, as there wasn't any fielder in position. Another beautiful stroke making. Chicho wants to win the game, it seems. As I was thinking of about a different result, I was thinking that Hyatt Regency might not be taking much of risk. But this man, Chicho on screen, another better connection, another better placement as it went for boundary. I think Santosh should stay back and wait for some times and what's not working well. Anyway, that's the end of this over. And that's Mammoth, 25 runs coming off the door with that boundary. Came in control. 33 for no loss. $33 for no loss. Starts off with a single over there. Getting off the mark with that single Sion. First run for 5 balls. I don't think Chichu will be stopping himself, even though if it is the post power play. And there are only 2 fielders being placed outside the 30th circle. Seems like this is that one power play taken by the batting side. They have permission to take the power play among the 3 to 7. Seems like they have taken the third over too. And a big placement as the fielder chasing down the ball, but no chance for him to stop that as it goes for the boundary. This man looks unstoppable, Chicho. He's into his 30s. Now 35 of just 10 balls. 4 boundaries and 3 sixes. Imagine the kind of impact he's creating in the game. Almost halfway through the chase. Looks out to be in good touch. Hyatt Regency, look at the placement. He's walking forward, opening up his body and placing the ball. Nobody could stop this man. No one is stopping this man, to be honest. Moves across again, another placement. This time, a better connection as it goes over the boundary ropes. Almost near the boundary boundary of Lance and Toyota. What a phenomenal batting display. Where you been, Chicho, all these days? When Hyatt Regency was struggling hard to score runs on the board. But now finally they are making it happen. Just showing nightmares to AGS Health. 45 runs already, 35 just required to win the game. Into the 40s now, Chichu. Now most of the batters will make a mistake at this point of time. They'll get satisfied with what they did and they almost ensure that their team is winning. Then they'll start to take reluctant efforts. They'll lose their wicket. They'll never convert these numbers. I hope Chichu will never do the same mistake. Chichu will convert 40s into 50s, 50s into 60s. He'll get back to the pavilion once the game gets completed. That should be the good sign of a quality batter. There were many instances when the top order batter settles the tone and eventually the team starts struggling. And the result wasn't favouring them. This one looks out to be quite good, controlled over. But now the name is getting broken as it went for another boundary. He's not leaving out any of those bowlers. Rogi is feeling the pressure. 24 in 2 overs, Rogi's numbers, and that's the end of this over. Just take back a look at the way how the shot is being placed. Moved across, opens his left leg and placed it to perfection. A typical T20 batting display here from this man, Chichu.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers.
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Ultra luxury.
$49 for no loss. Just 5 more overs to go. The required runs are still in control. Now at this point of time, Sion knows the role that he has to play. 50 runs partnership between two batters. Look at the difference. Sion contributed a single and 45 runs mammoth contribution from this man on screen. It's quite good quality delivery. Just a sixer and he'll be reaching his half century. Santosh back into the attack. Gets the connection better as the fielder chases down the ball, and that is a maximum. And that brings a 50 up here for Chichu in style. In just 16 balls, he brings up his 50. 51 runs of 16 balls, 5 boundaries and 5 sixers. Solid platform set by Chichu. And this one went on to be another mammoth sixer. And you can't blame the bowler, as the bowler bowled really well. He's somehow finding ways to score runs on the board. Maintaining a strike rate of 300 runs. Moves across. Not sure, no chance of that being a better connection over that. Dot ball to end though, that's 56 for no loss.
நம்ம கிரிக்கெட் தல கேப்டன் கூல் பிறந்தப்பவே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 இயர்ஸ் தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 இயர்ஸ். நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 இயர்ஸ் ஆஃப் இனோவேஷன். இந்தியாவோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஸ்ட்ரோநாட் ஸ்பேஸ்க்கு போறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 இயர்ஸ் தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 இயர்ஸ். நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 இயர்ஸ் ஆஃப் இனோவேஷன்.
Six for no loss. This was a Shiva kind of batting. The team score and the individual score lies on the same numbers. 56 is the team score and 51 by Chichu. And you know the impact that he made today. And the beauty of T10 format or T20 format is at any point of time the game might change. In fact, in an overall cricketing context, even in Test cricket and ODI too, we've seen these things happening in the game of cricket. Within one session, they could change the context of the game, but this man is not changing his approaches. One more sixer into his name, sixer number 6 for him. And the scoreboard moves to 63. Just 17 more runs required to win the game for Hyatt Regency. And they are making it in style. Another big shot, another better connection, goes for another sixer, looks out to be a replay of the previous ball, but this is another sixer. Sixer number 7 for him. They should have maintained the same performance right from the beginning of the tournament. This is the most dangerous team, Aegis Health, and they are treating them like a simplistic side. As it somehow gets the runs on the board, goes for boundary again. 6 and 4 in this over. Chichu moves to the 70s now. In fact, 67. One more boundary, he'll be into 70s. Look at the way Var is standing. His right leg is almost onto the wide stumps. And the wagon wheel says it all. It's a completely leg side played innings. He's dominating the game in one side, not on the other side. Though it is not the right way to approach batting, he's somehow finding his own way to score runs on the board. Just 7 more runs required to win the game. Here, Regency looks out to be in quite good touch. Another big shot, another better connection. As this time, it went for boundary. To end over that 77 for no loss. Just 3 more runs required to win the game. This time it was a decent connection. Forecast conditions too. That's not supporting the batters to go for the big shot. Beautiful stroke making, 77 for no loss. Just 3 more runs required to win the game. Sion on strike. So far, no boundaries from Sion. Long on kept vacant. If he plays an on drive, it would be an easy boundary, but I'm not sure what Sion is doing. He could rotate the strike and give it back to someone like Chichu, and that's eventually happening as that's an accidental single. The overthrows must be kept in control. That brings back Chichu on strike. This over could be the final over of the game. Just 2 more runs required. 71 not out Chichu as of now. Goes for some unique style. This is not your strong zone, bro. You will never see Mahendra Singh Dhoni trying for a scoop shot or a reverse sweep, as that is not his go-to option. But what matters a lot is you must be giving some value to your own brand of cricket. ABD plays with a 360-degree angle, whereas Mahendra Singh Dhoni plays with the dominant bottom hand on straight, long on and cow corner regions. It's not about what you're adapting, it's about what you're producing. Result matters a lot. Out of all these innovations, this one will be a no ball. And that seems like the end of the game. As it goes past the wicketkeeper, the match gets to the completion. No winning shot. No big one from Chichu again. 71 runs of 25 balls, 7 boundaries and 7 sixes. Imagine the kind of impact that he would have created. Beautiful batting display. Hyatt Regency have made it easier, made it look easier. Such a wonderful performance from Chichu, especially. He alone made this possible for Hyatt Regency. They are winning this game by a difference of 10 wickets. Join us at the post-match presentation.
Prajesh, just bring your team. Yeah, that's it. That's it. What happened? Your team is not coming. Okay, let's start. So, AGS and Hyatt, thank you for coming on time. Though there was a delayed start, I think it was a good match played. So, congratulations to Hyatt for winning your first match of the season. And congratulations to AGS for actually going through to the pre-quarters. I think you have a match tomorrow, if I'm correct. Tomorrow. Match which is wins at a better mark. So we need to check on that, right? So for today's man of the match, to give the man of the match, I would like to call the captain of the opposing team. For the next Shrivats. So we have the certificate as well as from Shinji. Yeah. Thank you so much. We'll have our next match toss by 9:30 and 9:45 we'll have the second match. Thank you.